Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
No goals was ever hard to accomplish. Failure is not an option. With hard work, dedication, and wise decision-making, the graduation goal of the students was made possible.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent nationwide lockdown, the Department of Education has worked to ensure students retain access to learning and education as much as possible, including milestones. For 54 years of providing quality education, the Dorganda High School is continuously rising to a greater heights as completers and graduates soar higher. Today, we bring you one of the most awaited day to our beloved completers and graduating students. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the virtual moving up and graduation ceremony of Dorganda High School, school year 2020-2021.
Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of Dorganda High School. Hermogenes U. Lamog Jr., Head Teacher 3. Angelita P. Agustin, Teacher 3. Linda V. Pascua, Teacher 3. Lizelle B. Sarandi, Teacher 3. Sherwin C. Baluskang, Teacher 3. Annabel E. Bronyoso, Teacher 3. Limbert D. Miguel, Teacher 1. Jason B. Dakiwag, Teacher 1. Charlene May T. Ariola, Teacher 1. Leia Camille B. Pacle, PSB Teacher. Carla P. Ramiro, LSB Teacher. GIP Teachers. Erica Joy G. Tomas. Mary Ann M. Abara. Charlotte Lay N. Yasol. Cheryl L. Tolentino. Angelica May G. Sablay. Emmy Rose R. Jose. Mark Christian D. Nicolas. Queenie Z. S. Tiburcio. Dinacel S. Labogen. J.O. Teacher. Alma Joy R. Erania.
The most awaited event has never been possible without the support of the equally and highly esteemed individuals from the school's division of Isabela, led by the dynamic and very supportive school's division superintendent, Dr. Madeline Lata Macaling, the epitome of an empowered man and our active school's district supervisor, Sir David C. Agustin, our dedicated and very young at heart school head Sir Hermogenes U. Lamog Jr., other distinguished men and women, to the entire academic community, colleagues, members, and graduating class, proud parents, guardians, ladies and gentlemen, have a joyous viewing to all.
To begin with, may we put ourselves in the spirit of patriotism through an audiovisual presentation to be followed by a prayer.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, helas ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang islang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magtitingin. Lumalang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Nilulwalhati ka namin, O Diyos amang nasa langit. Kami ngayon'y sumasamo, dinggin itong aming awit. Buksan ang iyong kaharian, at sa lupa ay liwanagan. Mahal naming Isabela, yakapin mo at alagaan. Bigyan kami ng lakas sa bawat hamon ng buhay. Sa aming mga sala ay patawarin, tulad ng pagpapatawad namin. Ilayo kami sa tuksong mapanghalina, ipagsanggalan sa lahat ng masama. Aming diwa'y punuin ng pagpapala, at bantayan ng mga anghel sa lupa. Isabela, naming lalawigan, nawa ay inyong patnubayan. Gayon man, Diyos naming mahal, ang nais niyo ang kasumpungan.
Shekinah Jane T. Tomas, second commendable with honors, will now deliver her welcome address.
On behalf of the Batch 2021, I would like to recognize the presence of the school's Division Superintendent, Dr. Madeline L. Macaling, and our active schools district in charge, Mr. David C. Agustin. I would like also to acknowledge our dedicated teachers and GPTA officers, especially to our beloved and very supportive school head, Mr. Hermogenes U. Lamog Jr. To our parents and guardians who serve as our inspiration and our strength. Classmates, schoolmates, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed day to all. It is my great honor to welcome each and everyone in this most awaited moment of grade 12 students. Today is a special day to witness the celebration of Dorganda High School 2021 graduation and moving up ceremonies. This journey has been a roller coaster ride and a lot has changed for the past 2 years, mostly when COVID-19 strikes. Kinabahan at nag-alala tayo for this situation. Hala, paano na ang pag-aaral natin? We have many what-ifs on our minds. However, those circumstances and changes that we've encountered definitely molded us to our better selves today. I believe that today is another chance to be better than yesterday. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam na tapos na ang journey natin as a senior high student. I'm super happy and overwhelmed. Before I end this speech, I would like to leave a quote from Mario Morrison, an author, activist, and spiritual leader. Our deepest fear is not that we are adequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that must frighten us. Batch 2021, we have what it takes to be successful in life, and we shouldn't let anyone tell us otherwise. Again, welcome everyone. Thank you for witnessing the celebration of our success in this moment of our lives. Classmates, we have fought a good fight. Thank you, and God bless us all.
When we aim to achieve, everyone's path is unique. To inspire you to become the best version of yourself and give motivational messages, DepEd Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, DepEd Regional Director Benjamin Paragas, and District in Charge Principal 2 Sir David C. Agustin will now give their messages.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so, thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded. In addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So, congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
My cordial greetings to all. During these tough times, as we operate within imperfect circumstances, we see the unfolding of one of the most beautiful things ever made on earth, the success of our young people in their academic journey as they inch day by day towards their dreams. To our dear learners, without a doubt, during these trying times, the struggles have been real and the challenges almost insurmountable. Today, we witness sense of purpose, direction, and meaning winning over every sign of difficulty that came your way as you toiled ceaselessly in the vineyard of education. Our theme this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, in a huge way recognizes our strength as people who cannot be floored by even the strongest of challenges. In fact, we have proven that together, working for a common vision, we are an armada of strong-willed individuals who cannot be swayed and discouraged by tribulations. Thanks for that deep sense of motivation that makes half the job accomplished. We have also shown that innovative minds always rule the day, and that makes us prepared to confront each challenge that will beset us. The years do not promise an easy journey, and with the threat of the pandemic still lurking around, the going will get tough, and the tough must keep going. And the spirit cannot be broken and will surely prevail. It is an irrefragable fact that despite our cling to varied ways of life, we have shown how united we can be in advancing the common agenda in education. We have done our share in realizing our ultimate goal of producing holistically developed K-12 basic education curriculum graduates who are not only knowledgeable and competent, but also value-laden and discerning. We are diverse in culture, and so we may have varied performances in all that we do, but we share a common goal: to be the best version of ourselves so we can be of help to others in the best way we can. Our sense of shared destiny has allowed us to bend without breaking, to attune our actions and efforts to the agenda of national leadership, but it too proved that we can do so without diminishing our long-held principles, that indeed it takes a village to raise a child. Each one of us, no matter how diverse, is a strand in the colorful fabric of human civilization. This is the value that we want you, our dear graduates, to embrace and be proud of. Our sense of identity, either on a regional or national landscape, must remain an important consideration in achieving our goals, and compromising it to favor new thoughts and ways of thinking must never be an option. We must continue to prove the world that even in the face of a dreaded pandemic, quality education can have its way through. The Department of Education Region 2 has unambiguously laid down in its Regional Education Development Plan all its projects, programs, and activities that shall inspire service above self and only about the future of learners who shall eventually assume significant roles in nation building. May you continue to be a proof that the kind of education our country is one for the world to share. Congratulations, dear parents, dear teachers, and to all of you learners. Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Our school's division superintendent, Honorable Madeline L. Macaling, school officials, parents, guests, awardees, and members of the graduating class, I greet you all a pleasant day. It's my honor and privilege to be speaking in front of you today, and I hope you feel excited to what I'll be talking about in this memorable day of yours, dear members of the graduating class. I'll be telling you stories, not just ordinary stories, but my life's stories, which I'm sure make you wonder why I'm speaking in front of you today. My first story, I don't remember the face of my dear mother. She died when I was at the age of 3, while giving birth to my youngest sister. This might be the most painful experience for a little girl like me, whose family lived in scratch and nobody there to care. My father tried to manage and work hard to support us, but life was too selfish. The loss of my mother caused us to live in misery, and we need to separate ways in order to live. My elder sister went to Bible school. It might be because this was her final resort for comfort and eventually establish her faith in God. I was left with my sister under the care of our father. As I grew older, I was entrusted from one relative to the other in order to live, because it was also hard for them to sustain my needs in addition to their own family needs. Staying with relatives is not easy. I had to work hard in exchange for the favor they extended to me. Second story, I was placed in the orphanage. I was not sure of my future. I lived with people who were completely stranger to me. There, I was taught to completely rely on the graces of God. I was taught to value life by studying hard. I had to establish my life by making my senior orphans as my model. They have influenced me positively, and that was a great opportunity. After a year, my youngest sister was brought along with me in the orphanage because my father could no longer take care of her because he was getting old. Life for us was really selfish, but I felt partially complete. I can now watch my younger sister grow as a child. I stayed in the orphanage until I graduated in high school. Third story, I had to enroll in college, but I have nothing to start with. The only way for me to pursue my dreams is to take some scholarship examination. Luckily, God granted my wish. I passed the examination and I enrolled at Heroes Memorial College in Daet, Camarines Norte, a place far, far away from my home. In Daet, I got sick. This was one of my lowest points in life. I thought I can no longer reach my wildest dream. I went from Pangasinan and transferred to Ordaneta Community College, now Ordaneta City University. And I stayed with my auntie and uncle who are both pastors. Again, I have to manage staying with relatives. I have to serve church during Sunday services. I help in household chores while attending college education. I was a self-supporting student. I had to walk from my aunt's house to school in order to save for my lunch. I didn't have something for my snacks. I was only lucky to have a friend who was generous enough to share for me. In college, I got only 2 sets of uniform. Life was too hard, but I had to fight for my future. After 4 long years of struggle, I finished my education, but I have never experienced marching to the stage to receive my diploma. I was there not as a candidate for graduation, but I was there as a mere spectator. The reason was I could not afford to have my graduation attire. I could not pay my fees. This time, the more I felt the pangs of poverty, tearing my life softly into pieces. But the more I felt the pain, the more I became courageous to search my unknown future. These episodes of my life story served as my paddle to reach the other side of the shore. Looking back to these chapters in my life, nobody would ever believe that I can be of what I am today, my deputies and students. You may not appreciate my life story because it may not impact you in a way that it could help you to attain your dreams. I decided to share my stories in contrast to the challenges brought about by this COVID-19 pandemic. There are many trials along your way as you explore yourself in search of the future. You believe in yourself and follow your passion. Trust in your own instinct. This will lead you to your purpose. Succeeding in life is easy as long as you believe in yourself. Make laziness as your worst enemy and hard work be your best friend. Study hard like there will be no more tomorrow, because if you keep putting off your studies for tomorrow, you'll probably be too late. You have to read a lot. It will surely help you in your dreams. Refrain from too much indulgence to online games. Mark Twain said, "The man who does not read books has no advantage over the one who cannot read them, so cannot read instead." Your teachers have opened the door to knowledge. As a student, you must prepare it yourself. No one is going to help you unless you help yourself. It's alright for you to make mistakes, so long you know how to pick yourselves back up and try again. Learning is never done without inaccuracies and downfall. Success entails of going from failure to failure without loss of zeal. All you have to do is have an aim and work on everything that takes to get a lift off. But always remember, education is not a safety net. It is the rocket that will propel you towards success. But always remember, success is not measured by aptitude. Rather, it is measured through attitude. I advise you to develop a good attitude towards others and towards any endeavor. Your life story may be completely different, but one thing sure I know is the magnitude of impact to one's achievement and success. I pray hard that the inspiration I give to you today may somehow influence your life and will eventually change you for a brighter tomorrow. Dear parents, thank you for your unending support to your children. To you, esteemed teachers, continue serving with passion and commitment. Our beloved candidates for graduation and moving up, congratulations and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness the highlight of today's event. To do the honor of presenting this school year's candidate for graduation and completion, may we have our very own dedicated school head, Sir Hermogenes U. Lamug Jr., to be followed by confirmation, acceptance, and message coming from our very own Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Madeline Lata Macaling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the completers of batch 2020-2021. Agustin Prince Ian P. Pabaran Raymar S. Balisakan Jericho L. Bareng Reynold E. Bilog Carl Justin B. Cabanya Adrian O. Castillo Zainol G. Latre Eric T. Garcia Axeljan E. Lamig Raymond G. Pedro Lawrence Ace A. Peralta Roderick G. Carol Giancarlo M. Caballera Juana C. Agustin Jamaica Claire P. Arriado Jenny B. Antonio Seibel Mitch M. Bareng Zaira Mirasol E. Clemente Jane E. Enriquez Caraclau B. Eslao Marivic B. Geronimo Regeline Rose I. Geb Angel Joy G. Jose Jonaline T. Lizano Jenica M. Marquez Christy Jane R. Patajo Maria Carla Jane G. Tating Leia Rose B. Tungpalan Nia Ishi Angela A. Untal Yvonne Zaira B. Ventura Zarina B.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of batch 2020-2021. Albino Joshua G. Alfonso J.V. D. Alfonso Jomar P. Bronyoso Jerome V. Castillo Gilbert Jr. B. Castillo Roswell A. De La Cruz Patrick Dave A. Eslao Aldron B. Foronda Edmar A. Gabriel Gerald G. Maur Edmar E. Pacheco Irvin Johnson J. Pedro John Victor B. Toribio Kenny John P. Agustin Angeline L. Agustin Shirley May P. Alfonso Mary Jane P. Bagan Icy. Johnson Hartley. Enriquez Grace D. Gabriel Blizel-Ann A. Garcia Hale Jemima D. Likud Erica. Martin Jasmine May C. Peñalosa Mary Jane W. Ruma Roslyn T. Tomas Shekinah Jane T. Tungpalan Arlene B.
To the school's division superintendent, Madam Madeline Lata Makaling, I have the honor to present to you 31 grade 10 candidates for completion school year 2020-2021. 18 of whom are males and 13 of whom are females, who has satisfactorily completed the junior high school curriculum requirements by the Bureau of Public Secondary School prescribed by the Department of Education. Hence, they are now ready for your acceptance and confirmation, ma'am. And I have the honor to present to you 28 grade 12 candidates for graduation, school year 2020-2021. 14 of whom are males and 14 of whom are females, who has satisfactorily completed the senior high school curriculum requirements by the Bureau of Public Secondary School prescribed by the Department of Education. Hence, they are now ready for your acceptance and confirmation, ma'am.
By virtue of the power vested in me as the OIC Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Isabela, and after having been certified by your principal that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Program, I now accept and confirm you graduates of school year 2020-2021. Congratulations to all of you! Our distinguished guests, my SDO Isabela family, dear parents, completers, awardees, visitors, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Maligayang pagbati sa inyong pagtatapos, mga minamahal kong completers at ang mga magsisipagtapos ngayong taon. Hindi maikakailang ang taong pampanruang ito ay isang napakalaking hamon sa bawat isa sa atin. Ipinagmamalaki ko kayong lahat sapagkat ipinakita ninyong gaano man katindi ang pagsubok na ito sa inyong edukasyon, gaano man kahirap ang ating naging sitwasyon, ang lahat ay naging posible dahil sa inyong determinasyon, dedikasyon at pagsusumikap. tayong lahat ay nakaranas ng napakaraming matitinding balakid sa pagbubukas ng klase. Naging mapanganib at imposible ang pagbubukas ng taong pampanruang 2020-2021. Hindi naging madali ang implementasyon ng distance learning. Maraming mag-aaral at komunidad ang nahirapan tayong abutin. At matinding sakripisyo ang kinakailangang gawin ninyong mga mag-aaral, maging ng ating mga guro, magulang, at lahat ng mga bumubuo sa komunidad. Malupig lamang natin ang hindi nakikitang kalaban. Sa kabila ng lahat ng ito, hindi tayo sumuko at sama-sama nating naitawid ang taong pampunaruang ito. Kayo ang napakalaking patunay sa tagumpay ng kagawaran ng edukasyon. Dahil dito, taos-puso akong sumasaludo sa inyong lahat dahil sa inyong pagpupursige at pagmamahal sa inyong edukasyon. Hindi man ninyo nagawang makapiling ang inyong mga guro at mga kaklase, mahawakan ang inyong mga aklat, mapuntahan ang inyong mga silid-aralan, at maranasang maupo sa inyong upuan. Pinatunayan ninyo na ang pagkatuto ay walang pinipiling pamamaraan. Nang dahil sa inyo, ang sangay ng Isabela ay nanatiling matatag upang makapaghatid ng kalidad na edukasyon. At kami ay hindi nawalan ng pag-asa na mapagtatagumpayan natin ang pandemyang ito. Sa lahat ng ating pinagdaanan at pagdadaanan pa, maging isang makabuluhang mensahe sana ang tagumpay nating ito upang inyong maalala kung gaano kayo nagpunyagi para sa inyong pagkatuto sa bagong normal. Itinuturing kong akma at napapanahon ang ating temang kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Sapagkat kayo ay patuloy na nangangarap at ginagawa ang lahat upang makamit ang inyong mga mithiin sa buhay. Kayo ang patotoo sa isang dekalidad na edukasyon na ipinaglalaban ng kagawaran, kasabay ng patuloy na pagsasaalang-alang sa kaligtasan ninyo at ng kaguruan. Nakaagapay natin sa pagkamit ng lahat ng ating adhikain. Tunay ngang matindi ang naidulot na pinsala ng COVID-19 sa buong mundo. Subalit ang inyong kagustuhan na magtamo ng karunungan at kaalaman ang nagbigay pag-asa sa sangay ng Isabela. Ang pag-asang ito na sumungaw mula ipinamalas ninyong pagtitiyaga ay nagbigay buhay sa isang mas matatag pang pakikibaka upang higit pang pag-igihan ang laban tungo sa dekalidad at makamasang edukasyon. Sa inyo at sa mga susunod pang mga kabataang aming aakayin sa dako ng kanilang pangarap, asahan ninyong hindi kami tatalikod sa aming pangako na sa Isabela walang batang maiiwan o mapag-iiwanan. Magsilbi sana kayong ilaw sa bawat isa at anuman ang karerang inyong pipiliin balang araw. Pakatandaan ninyo, kasama ninyo kami sa bawat hamon na inyong kahaharapin. Tibayan ninyo ang inyong kalooban at isa-isip na hindi kailanman opsyon ang pagsuko. Naririto na kayo, kaunting hakbang na lamang, pasasaan ba't lilipas din ang pandemyang ito. inihahatid na namin kayo sa isa na namang panibagong kabanata na inyong susulatin. Punuin ninyo ang bawat pahina ng magagandang kwento at gamitin ninyo ang lahat ng aral na itinuro ng inyong mga guro upang kayo ay mas mangibabaw pa. At habang inyong tinatahak ang matarik na daan patungo sa inyong mga pangarap, huwag ninyong kalilimutan ang kababaang loob, sigasig at pag-asa. Ang kababaang loob ay isang magandang katangian na nais kong palagi ninyong tataglayin. Matuto kayong lumingon sa inyong pinanggalingan at pasalamatan ang lahat ng taong naging susi upang marating ninyo ang inyong kinalalagyan. Tandaan ninyong walang makatatalo sa isang taong puno ng sigasig sa buhay, sapagkat alam niyang pagsumikapan ang lahat ng bagay. Nag-aalab ang kanyang damdamin sa pag-abot ng kanyang mga hangarin. Mga minamahal kong competitors, maging masigasig kayo sa anumang larangan na nais ninyong tahakin at alam ko, kayo ay mangingibabaw. Ang turo nila sa atin, ang buhay ay puno ng pag-asa. Isa itong katotohanan na marapat ninyong baunin sa inyong paglalakbay. Maging matatag kayo sa bawat hampas ng mga suliraning inyong kahaharapin. Lahat ng tao ay dumadaan sa gabundok na problema. Subalit, manatili kayong positibo at umasang ang lahat ay may solusyon. Kumapit lang tayo sa itaas at lahat ay magiging posible. Bilang panghuli, nais kong baunin ninyo ang mga katagang sinambit ni Confucius na nagsabing, hindi mo dapat alalahanin ang kabagalan mo basta't hindi ka lang titigil o susuko. Maaaring tumimo sa inyong isipan na naging hadlang ang COVID-19 sa inyong pag-usad, subalit ang mahalaga at pinakahigit sa lahat, kayo ay patuloy na naglalakbay at nangangarap. May pandemya man o wala, humayo kayo at huwag pang hinaan ng loob sapagkat kayo lamang at wala nang ibang makakaabot ng inyong mga hangarin sa buhay. Congratulations to all of you. God bless everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awardees of Grade 10 Batch 2020-2021 with high honors, Abiliera Juana C. Antonio Seidel-Nich M. Tumpalan Nia Ishi Angela A. Ventura Zarina B. With honors, Agustin Jamaica Claire P. Garcia Axel John E. Jose Jonaline E. Perol Giancarlo M.
Ladies and gentlemen, the academic awardees of the graduating class of Batch 2020-2021. Agustin Angeline L. with honors. Agustin Shirley May P. with honors. Alfonso Mary Jane P. with honors. Castillo Gilbert Jr. B. with honors. Enriquez High Grace D. with honors. Gabriel Blizel Ann A. with honors. Likud Erica with honors. Tomas Shekinah Jane P. with honors. Toribio Calijon P. with honors. Erica Likud, First Commendable, Grade 12 with honors, and Zarina B. Ventura, Grade 10 with high honor, will inspire us as they deliver their words of gratitude and inspiration.
To the brilliant OIC Schools Division Superintendent of Isabela, Dr. Madeline L. Macaling, to the supportive district in charge of San Agustin, Sir David C. Agustin, dearly loved head teacher of this institution, Mr. Hermanes Yulamog Jr., dedicated teachers, dynamic barangay officials, GPTA members of the board, loving parents, fellow completers, graduates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day and happy viewing. Today marks the achievement and a crowning glory of intellectual struggle over a period of unending search for the truth and enlightenment. You and I, the completers and graduates for this school, are endowed with knowledge, an everlasting valuable treasure of intellect, a symbol of freedom from the dark cave of ignorance. I am beyond grateful to our dear alma mater, which served as my second home for 4 years. Years of happy and exciting memories. Our God-given talents in acting and leadership which developed through various school competitions and activities. Those unforgettable memories will be cherished as long as we live. As I look around, I am overwhelmed with intense joy and happiness. 728 days to be exact today, I was listening attentively to the welcome remarks last 2019. As I listened, I could not help but wish them in the silence of my heart to have this part as I complete my junior high school journey. Perhaps, some of you may say Lady Luck smiled on me, thus, I am here before you today, but no, I strongly disagree. I would rather say it is because I did or gave my best with the full support of my loving parents. Yung pagsusunog ko ng kilay gabi-gabi ay nagbunga ng napakatamis ngayong taong ito. Ma, Pa, Kuya, para sa inyo po ang parangal na ito. Ang pinakamakinang na medalya para sa akin ay kayo. Now, I would like also to take this time to thank everyone who has helped us to get here. Whether it is a guardian, an aunt, an uncle, or a neighbor, you have inspired us to get here. A generous thank you is well deserved. To all our teachers in Dorganda, we want to share this success to you. We are nothing without you. Your countless efforts are the foundation of who we are today. You did not only fill our minds with knowledge, but you also touch our lives as you prepare us to be a better individual to our family, friends, and to our society. We are forever grateful to all of you. My dear teachers and graduates, I know that we are challenged with this school year where the new normal way of learning caught us off guard and paid most of our time studying our lessons alone. Fellow completers and graduates, there is no better advice I can give than to quote what Malcolm X said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare it for today." And always bear in mind it is choice, not chance, that determines our destiny. Malayo pa man ang ating lalakbayin, surely we will reach our destination because we already took steps toward it. To my classmates, I know it is hard to accept that our happy days together will soon be over because some will jump on different train. We will have our separate ways, but I hope that our memories will remain in our hearts. Junior high school years would not have been exciting without you. I know we are bonded with a common thing, and that is our desire to reach our dreams and become somebody each could be proud of. Once again, to all of us, congratulations. May the Lord be upon us as we trod the path towards the higher ladder of education. Padayon, Viva Dorganda High School!
To our highly ingenious Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Madeline L. Macaling, the very kind and dynamic district in charge, Sir David C. Agustin, our excellent school head, Sir Hermanes Yulamog Jr., the talented faculty and staff of Dorganda High School, parents, schoolmates, classmates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, magandang buhay. My name is Erica, a member of class of 2021, I am honored to share my story of how Dorganda High School changed me. High school is what kind of grows you into what person you are. Before I entered this school, I was so clueless and still this shy little girl who always panicked whenever talked in front of people. All I knew was this is the school where my tito teaches. I was doubting entering here at first, but still I ended up here. I guess my Tito Weng really has great convincing power. Now, it has been a long 6 years. Thanks to this school, here I mastered my courage to talk in front of you, and here we are, finally ready to graduate. I still can't believe we finished 6 research outputs since grade 10. It's a long, bumpy ride. There were ample difficulties and obstacles on the way. Some broke me to the point that I was ready to give up. But there were some things that would not let me. Something inside me that wanted to try more. Something inside me that gave me hope and willpower to continue. Sometimes, failures damages us as much as we fail to realize the valuable lessons they bring along with them. We put forth a lot of effort to get this stage, but we didn't achieve it all alone. We owe it to the ones who are always understanding and kind to us. Thank you for sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us, teachers. You spent time explaining and repeating the tasks to us even when we asked for them because we didn't understand or weren't paying attention. I remember when Ma'am Annabelle, our mathematics teacher, made all of her activities like games just to capture our attention because she knew that mathematics was the most difficult subject for us. We're forever grateful to you, teachers, for being our second parents in this school. When we have troubles, you give us some counsel. You set the bar high for us and challenge us to achieve our goals. Thank you to our head teacher, Sir Lamuk, for giving us our journey a smooth sail. I remember Sir Lamuk's favorite line during flag ceremony, "May mayat jay basik no sili kay sa dakil no tigil." I don't remember the exact phrase, but the thought will always be in us. Thank you for working so hard to make this school and your children the best they can be. You kept yourself occupied in order to create and run our school to the pedestal. To our guidance counselor, Ma'am Agustin, thank you for paying attention and keeping us on track. In our school, you teach us the do's and don'ts. When we did anything wrong, you are there to make our path straight. We are grateful for you for your effort for making us better people. To our GPTA officers, thank you for ensuring the safety and cleanliness of our school. You know more than anybody else about how crazy we've been getting up to during the breaks. I'd also like to express my gratitude to my parents for the love and unconditional support, for never leaving my side, for the patience, and for always understanding me, especially when the internet is slow, I'm up all night and I'd sleep in the morning. You never bother to wake me up. Most of all, I thank you for providing me with the opportunity to attend this respected institution. I know you put in a lot of effort merely to meet my needs. I thank my dearest friends for understanding my lifestyle and never forcing me to be someone I was not, for helping me focus on the objectives rather than the obstacles, for sticking with me no matter how difficult things became. I congratulate all my friends, batchmates, for always being able to tell the difference between an obsession and a dream. In the end, I'd like to express my gratitude to our dear Almighty God. He put me through severe challenges, but He also gave me strength to pass them. I was in doubts and red flags, but He gave me determination to overcome them. I am grateful to God for His wisdom and kindness. To everyone who's been part of this journey, thank you so much for everything. As we can see, there must have been a lot of individuals supporting each graduate just to get them here. Making the most of the opportunity we've been given and being prepared for our future are the best ways to express our thanks. Again, we express our heartfelt gratitude to all who have made difference in our lives. We say infinite gratitude to you. Every drop in the ocean counts, and we will never forget those who help us sail through troubled waters. Thank you and God bless.
School Head Teacher 3, Sir Hermogenes U. Lamog Jr. will now deliver his closing remarks.
To the school's Division Superintendent, Madam Madeline L. Macaling, to our district in charge, Sir David C. Agustin, beloved completers and graduates, dear parents, stakeholders, good morning. This is the first time that our school held a virtual graduation, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the completers and graduates. As you proceed to the next chapter of your lives, may you possess integrity and courage. Take risks and don't let fear and failure to stop you in pursuing your dreams. To the teachers, I would like also to extend my sincerest gratitude to you, for you did not only teach, but you led our students towards quality education amidst the pandemic. Thank you for your sacrifices and heroic deeds. In behalf of the school faculty, I would like to thank also the parents for their unconditional love and support for their children and the school as well. Please continue to support the progress of our school and let us maintain our good relationship for the improvement of our school. We also give thanks to the stakeholders, barangay officials, and alumni for making this academic year 2020-2021 possible amidst this pandemic. We promise to continue to improve our school and to take part in improving the educational system. Once again, thank you and may God bless us all.
The Philippines lies in the hands of the brilliant young minds nurtured by the school today. And the teaching force of the Dorganda High School is privileged to be the part of the empowering theme, the best not just their learning experience but also their future. Students, parents, and teachers deserve this celebration not only to culminate their efforts from the past school years, but to prepare them for what comes next. Graduation from any educational level is more than just another step of journey. It is a recognition of achievement, hard work, and most importantly, it is a symbol of hope. In this challenging time, the importance of celebration like this are greater than ever. Through this virtual celebration, we want not only to show the milestone can be celebrated safely, but that they should. Once again, congratulations, parents, completers, and graduates of batch 2020-2021.